Okay, Tamsin. Tamsin's setting up Regenerative Business Directory. She's a bit of a common face around the whole, not a common face, a great bloody face, but a common person. Not even that.
Common person.
Keep going.
You see Tamsin around a lot. She has her own blog and focuses on the regenerative ag and space. She's been at the Enlightened Ag conferences. But now this business directory around trying to make it so regenerative farmers can be found by regenerative people chasing food that's produced better and consumers that are chasing food that's produced better. So Tamsin's going to give us a 10-minute rundown on that exciting business.
Can I use that mic? Will that be okay with that? On the other side, thank you. Hello. Right. Yes, my name is Tamsin Ravel. Now, if you sit there, you're in front of my camera. Sorry, I've just made you redundant. Sorry, I'm a bit of a film freak as well. Yes, thank you very much to Tim, Amber and Nick for giving me this opportunity. This is a brand new business that's in its setup phase, so hopefully in 2 to 3 weeks it will be available. I'm Tamsin Ravel, founder of Revolution, which is a platform for everybody who is interested in regenerative farming or regenerating their lives to come to learn about regeneration. So regenerative business is not necessarily about regenerative farming, but it's about health, it's about wealth, and it's about prosperity of everyone's lives. So to start off, just so that you have a platform of where I come from, these are my values. This is what gets me out of bed every day, even though I haven't earned anything for the last 3 years because council shut down my business 3 years ago. Am I concerned? No, because my wealth comes from my life. So the first one is trust. People must trust me. I must trust people. Respect, of course, without trust, there is no respect. And then finally, with those two things, I'm successful. No matter what I do, as long as I have those two values at the top of my list and people regard me with the same value, then I am successful. And this will come into play as you hear about why and what the Regenerative Business Directory is all about. So first of all, just to introduce you to, this is why I'm a common face. My Farming Revolution YouTube channel is out there, available for all of you to have a look at. I just want you to go through the top, because people don't often use this correctly, YouTube. They just flick through all the feed. If you actually go to this homepage, subscribe, and click on the notifications bell, and then what I would like you to do, you can go to videos and see all the videos I've done. Community tab is asking you questions so I can get feedback to how to better myself and this new business directory and regenerative coaching and everything else that's regenerative that I sort of have my finger in the pie sort of thing. But I really want you to pay attention to the playlists, because at the top left, Regenerative Business Directory, I've already done 3 videos, and I was going to premiere a video here, but because I'm a bit computer scared, you'll need to have a look on my actual YouTube channel, and any questions that you have that I haven't actually explained today will be on there for you within the video side of things. Oh, that was the video, so we won't play that. Okay, so when you have a regenerative mind, you're thinking circular and closed loop. This is not new. When I was a young child, we used to do this all the time, and for some reason, probably the last 20 years, we've really focused on being linear in our thinking, except for people with regenerative minds. So is everybody here familiar with circular economy and closed loop systems? Can you just show your hands just to say, yes, I understand, I've got this under wraps? Okay, so those of you that understand it, how many of you would be confident enough to come up and talk about it? John would. Okay, But I thought that as well until I got and had this presentation to do, and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to push myself and see. And as I was doing it, you will all know how easy it is, and why we're not doing it still, I have no idea. Oh, well, I do. It's to do with making money. But, okay, we can make a lot more money and be a lot more economically viable with this frame of mind, the closed loop system. So this is a lovely food box that I order every week from Food Connect in Brisbane. I trust that this box has regenerative food in it, that the farmers are doing the right thing, and that the whole concept of this business is to better our future. So Robert Pekin, if you've heard of him, he founded this with the help and respect of everybody else, all the businesses under that one roof. I've actually been to some of these farms as well, so I've met the farmers. But let's just say that this food box, because they do wholesale as well, is going to cafes and restaurants. So of course, with the lovely mineral-dense food that you're eating at the cafe and restaurants like here, there's always going to be food waste, food scraps, and we call it green waste. Now, it's not actually waste for worm farmers or compost depots. It's premium product, especially if it's been regeneratively grown. And I will use regenerative a lot, by the way. I'm not scared of that word whatsoever. So that premium product will be picked up by another regenerative business. Nothing to do with the government, but to do with people who care, who think, okay, where's the gap in this loop? Let's pick up the green waste and let's transfer it straight to worm farmers and to the compost depots. There's a beautiful worm farm. That's actually just a household worm farm, but you can see how amazing those worms are. I was blown away by, I've been to a few worm farms, and that was a lot of worms in that little worm farm bit there. And of course, with both worm farms and composting depots, the final product is compost. But is this the end result? Or is it just the beginning? Because that compost and the biostimulants of worm juice go straight back to the farmer. There it is, the closed loop system. And that's what we always used to do. My grandmother always wanted horse poo for her roses, so you know, it was no different. Okay. So where do the customers fit in? So there's two types of customers. There's the ones that don't care whatsoever. They will go and eat fast food. They will drink sugary drinks. They don't care. They will be a burden on our health system. I'm not interested in those people because there is no changing them. Unfortunately, the system has failed them. What I am concerned about is people like me who 5.5 years ago broke. I ended up in hospital as a 41-year-old and I couldn't figure out why. It was a cocktail of the perfect storm, so to speak. I was $800,000 in debt. My business was a success and it was flogging me into the ground. My marriage was on the rocks, and the food I was eating, I thought it was healthy, but it was laced with chemicals. So in the hospital, I thought, well, where do I go from here as a customer? I'm not going to penalise farmers and people who have just got into this linear way of thinking. So I created Farming Revolution. And so in that respect, I have gained the trust and respect of people within this industry, and that has created me having a successful life. I might not have that many dollars in the bank account yet, but I'm working on that bit. So there you go. So there's my top 3 values, straight at you. That's why I get up every day, and that's why I created the Regenerative Business Directory. Something in that closed loop system, because you are regeneratively thinking, will have aligned with you. And you may or may not want to be a part of this. I'm not going to force you, but there is no other place that has all of these businesses under one roof. I know we all want to decentralize, but this is the centralizing, I think I'm making up words, of a directory, a place that we can all go to, that we know that we're all doing the right thing. And for those that may join who are not doing the right thing, you'll have to watch one of my videos to see if you qualify and how the verification process works. So there you go. This is just the mock-up to start with. It's the only directory dedicated to Australian regenerative businesses. Now, not only is it dedicated to you guys with your regenerative business, but it is also based on the regenerative business model. So it's about you being successful and promoting Farming Revolution so that we get the word out there. And at the same time, with my camera and with everything that I do, with my knowledge and the people I know, I will also promote and endorse every single one of you as well. I might not necessarily be able to cover, if there's 1,000 people on there, 1,000 farms, but it's all interlinked. There's a network of regenerative thinking and promoting from all of you. These are all the categories. So we've got the butcher, the baker, and the biological application maker. I'm sure there will be a candlestick maker in the homemade category. There's the worm farms, there's consultants and coaching. There's all the categories, and I will have missed some, but you have the opportunity to actually put your business up separately, and I might have to make another category for that. So the reason I like the word regenerative is because it's a verb. No one can really say that you're not doing it if you are actually doing it. It means to make better, it means to regenerate, it means to revive a system that's sort of broken or falling apart. And we are the regeneration, the new generation of regenerative minds. And I think that's it, isn't it? Yeah. So was that good? That was 15 minutes? Wow, okay. Is there any questions? If we might not have time to do the questions, but come and see me. I've got a business card if you're interested. And obviously the price, I didn't work out. Would you want to know the price? It would help. Okay, so it's $1 a day. I had to make it affordable for me because a lot of the marketing courses I went on were, you're not selling to yourself, you're selling to a certain type of customer, and I was like, well, actually, you guys are me. So it's $1 a day plus GST, so $365 a year, annual subscription. It's all really easy. It's on the website, farmingrevolution.com.au. Sorry, not yet. In 2 or 3 weeks' time it will be. And if you want to learn more about me and what I've been doing, the Farming Revolution on YouTube channel is where to get me. I am on Instagram and Facebook, but I really don't like their way of doing business. It just doesn't suit me. So, yeah, YouTube is the place to be.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
If you want to jump up and get a cup of coffee or a drink or something, we've got 5 minutes or so and get the next one set up. I've just got a few prizes though if people want to come and pick them up. Muriel Sellers has won a thing of alternative, which is an organic.